Because Lizzy it has all of the different modules tied together and interacting with each other, it's possible that when you do a trade-in, you have had that unit in for service before. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually attach a unit, both if you have serviced it before and if it has never been in before. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm on a major unit deal, and there's a button here for add trade-in unit. So we're going to go ahead and select this plus sign. And the first step that we have here is to actually enter in the serial number or the VIN number of that particular unit to see if we know anything about it. So let's just say that we start typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, the system is narrowing down a list of customer units that so far match that particular serial number or VIN number. If you find that particular item and you want to add it to the deal, all you do is select the add button here, and that will add the trade-in unit to the deal for you to go in and modify to edit to add your trade information. So we'll come back to how to actually do that in a moment. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and delete that off, and we're going to select the plus sign again. Now this time you always want to try to find the thing. So we're going to start typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's say we get over to where the number is, and the system comes in and says it's not found. So at this particular point, we can come in and tell it to add a new unit. So we have reached a point where Lizzy has determined that this particular unit that you're trying to trade in has never been in for service at your dealership, or you've never sold it before, and therefore she knows nothing about it and you need to add it. So that's where you're going to go in and add a new unit to the system. So at that point, we're going to tell it to add a new unit. Lizzy's going to ask for the model number, so we're going to go ahead and type in the model number of the unit that we want. So we'll just select this guy, and now we put in our serial number, whatever it is that we know about that particular unit, and fill it in. Now while we're here, if I had selected the edit button on the earlier unit that we added, it would have opened the same control, except that a lot of the stuff would have already been filled in. But I want to go ahead and talk about the fields here in this section of the trade-in screen. So our first option here is the actual cash value, and this is basically what you're going to put this unit on your books as. The second field is going to be the trade allowance. What are you giving the customer? So as an example, I may think the bike's only worth $1,000 or the lawnmower, whatever it happens to be, but I'm going to give the customer a few $100 extra to try to get this deal closed. The next field is there a payoff on this particular unit, and if so, who do you owe for the payoff, and how long is that payoff good, along with the per diem for the trade-off or for the payoff. So all of the information that we need to know about the trade with respect to the deal is actually this column, this row here. Obviously, you know, whether the title is required and whether you actually have the title, all of those things are important as well. But as far as working the numbers on the deal to try to, you know, to work your magic, those are these fields here are the main ones. Now, if you did supply a payoff vendor an amount, what Lizzy will do when you cash the deal out is she will actually go create a purchase order for your accounting people so that they know that they need to actually pay off that particular unit. And then it also keeps up with whether you've received the title on it or not, so that you can keep up with that. So as you can see, it's fairly simple to deal with trade-ins in Lizzy. All of this information down here is here, but it's not. None of it is really required. The primary thing again is this row here.